92.5. Second date update.
We get hundreds of requests for second date updates every single day. So when we're sorting through them, trying to decide who we should call, it takes something kind of special for one to stand out to us.
Yeah.
Okay.
And this email definitely jumped out because it came from a guy who goes by the name Cheese.
That is a way to get your email answered for sure.
Yeah, and everybody loves cheese.
Oh,
I
yeah.
know.
Love that Cheese. So I was like, we're definitely calling this guy.
Cool.
What's up, Cheese?
Hey guys, how's it going?
Oh
Is
my
that
God.
your legal name?
Of course not.
Nah, it's not.
Oh, no? What's your legal name?
I mean, Everett. It's just an old nickname.
Cheese is
All
my
right,
name.
Cheese.
Sorry,
Okay.
but
Do you want us to call you Everett or Cheese?
No, man, everybody calls me Cheese.
Oh my God.
Alright,
It's
Cheese.
alright.
I feel like I would have bought something off of you in college for some reason.
Yeah.
So
You had the good stuff.
Yeah.
tell us about the girl that you want us to call today. What's her name?
Her name's Leia, and well, it's kind of funny because I'm into like converting old vans, and like I belong to a couple Facebook pages about it.
Oh my God, that's so big right now.
It
Yeah.
is. I see
like
a lot of it.
Van life forever.
No. You have to put the hashtag in
Well,
front
I
of it.
did,
Okay.
but it's just only in my head.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, we were just on this Facebook page, one of those van life pages. I actually forget which one because I'm on a few of them, but like we started DMing a little bit, and you know, we had a lot in common. Like,
Cool.
you know, she doesn't have a van, and like she doesn't do conversions, but like she's into it and she wants to do more stuff like that. And
Yeah.
she's like into like more like living off the grid kind of life and stuff. But
So she's probably a big fan of our show. Really big and off-grid communes. I don't know if you know that.
yeah, I mean, like to be honest, like I don't really even listen to you guys all that much. But
What?
I was telling my buddy about the situation, and he's like, "Oh, you should totally call these guys."
Oh my God.
Oh, okay.
So tell us a little bit more about Leia and what you guys did for your date.
Well, I mean, just because we met through the whole van thing, I decided, I was like, hey, if you want, I'll bring my van over and you can check it out. And, you know, maybe we could just go driving around. And
Normally, that's like a scary sentence.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly.
Oh, go check out my van. We'll just drive around or whatever.
Don't tell anybody where we're going.
but she was like, yeah, let's take a ride. And so I kind of like, it was like nearing sunset. And I was like, oh, it'd be cool to like go over to this like pretty scenic overlook.
Okay.
And like we stopped and got like some, you know, just some like snacks and crackers and cheese and stuff. And then it was like,
Cheese, of course.
Yeah.
Gotta
Serving up
trademark.
the big G's. I mean, I think those are kind of the best dates, though, where they're understated, they're not over the top expensive. It's just you in a romantic setting, stuffing your face with cheese.
And it's something she was really interested in. I mean, like she joined this van life Facebook group because she wants to know more about vans. Now she's getting the up close tour.
Yeah. What was the vibe that you were getting from Leia on the date?
it was pretty chill. I mean, like, she's super down to earth, and she's not granola, but she's like definitely doesn't wear a lot of makeup, but you know, she's still very pretty, you know, and
I mean, were you saying some of this stuff to her directly? Because
no,
Okay.
but
Well, that's
yeah,
good.
I mean, it was just really cool, and then we just hung out and talked and just like showed her, you know, kind of what I'd done with the band because I like
Yeah.
handled
Was
it.
there any chemistry though? I mean, because maybe she wasn't looking at it as a date.
I mean, it could be, but we did end up like kissing at
Oh.
the end of the
Oh,
night.
okay, we didn't get to that part.
Okay, so it was a date.
she was
Van-
pleased with the cheese.
That's his tagline.
No, but there was only one like kind of weird thing happened like the whole time, but it wasn't a big deal or anything. But like I had forgotten to put on the parking brake.
Oh.
Oh no!
So things got a little exciting as, you know, we were kind of like rolling towards the cliff.
No!
Oh, my God.
The wrong
But
way.
I mean, but it was not like a big deal. Like we barely even went. That was the only thing is she was like kind of like
Freaked out.
understandably so. Like,
Yeah.
Was that before or after the kiss?
oh, it was before.
It was before. Okay, so she still kissed you
Yeah.
afterwards.
Was that planned?
Planned?
Yeah,
Did they
did
try
you-
to like push him off the cliff
Well-
on purpose?
He could be like a hero.
You know,
Exactly.
the hero, and like when you
Exactly.
put a little bit of like fear into a woman's heart, it gets the endorphins going, the adrenaline, and all of a
Let's
sudden
not.
it's like, "Ooh, you saved my life!" Like, "Oh,
Yeah.
thank you.
Which is why on every date, every guy should put their dates in danger.
I don't think that's how our
Little
female
bit.
brains work, but
No, I mean, that's not really how it went down. Because, like, trust me, I was a little freaked out myself, like.
All right.
Okay.
So, I mean, the only reason I'm asking is because we've had a lot of instances on this show in the past where guys will purposely do something
Yeah.
to make themselves look good. But
Yeah, exactly.
it's good to know that was just an accident.
Yeah, no, that's not how it went down. It's just like, I'm good by myself, I don't need to,
oh,
That's right,
to
Cheese.
try to do any underhanded thing.
Yeah, no sleeves from Cheese.
No.
So how did...
Just stop rhyming.
No, it's going to
Yeah,
keep
you get-
happening.
I
It's
kinda
going to
like
keep
it.
happening.
Do not ease the cheese.
That's
oh
right.
my god. Okay, you guys.
So Cheese, how did the date end?
I just kind of like drove her back to her house, and we're sitting there for a while. We're talking a little bit more, and then we just shared a kiss, and it wasn't like
Aw.
it wasn't a makeout session, but it was like a nice kiss, and then
Oh,
she
great,
she
dude.
took off, and like I'm figuring like I'm gonna get to see her again because it went so well, and then like nothing since then.
Nothing.
So I mean, and the only thing I can think about is like I'm like pretty geeky about my van, and like it could be the kind of situation that she's just like that was a little too much for me,
Yeah.
or because a lot of people have felt that way before. But like,
A lot of people have felt that way before.
Everyone I've ever shown my
Oh,
man.
jeez.
Cheese, at least you're honest, man.
Yeah, at least you know you're a little van nerd.
So here's what we're going to do. We're going to play a song. We'll come back. We'll call Leia for you, and we'll try and get you a second date update. All right, Cheese?
awesome, thank you.
All right, hold on. All right, if you're just tuning in for the second date update, we're on the phone with a guy named Cheese. Well, his real name's Everett,
Yeah.
but all of his friends call him Cheese, and Cheese lives that hashtag van life, driving an old refurbished Volkswagen, which he uses to live off the grid. And he recently met a girl named Leia online. They drove to a scenic lookout together, had some cheddar snacks, almost rolled off the cliff.
Yeah.
Because Cheese forgot to put the parking brake on, but it's okay. Nothing bad happened. He even got a kiss out of the whole thing. Yeah. But afterwards, Leia has put the cheese on freeze.
Fantastic.
It had to do just one.
Just please.
Okay. Please?
I like them.
Stop.
All right. I'll ease up on the cheese.
All right.
So, Cheese, I never asked you this, though. We're about to call Leia. Does she know you as Cheese, or does she know you as Everett?
Yeah, no, she knows me as Cheese. I mean, I don't actually recall if I even told her my real name, but like the only thing that, I can really even think about is that I think that she just thinks it might be fun to go on a date with like a van life guy, but not necessarily like sees a van life guy as somebody who she would go out with in the long term,
See, and that's what I'm thinking too, because I'm just imagining her like coming back to her apartment, talking to her roommate, and being like, "Oh my God, I met this guy on a Facebook page, and his name's Cheese, and he took me out in the van that he lives in." Like that's not gonna probably go over well.
They're like, oh my God, he sounds like a cat.
Yeah, I don't know that like any of her girlfriends would be like, "That's the one, nail him down,"
it's
you
like-
know.
it's like
But you
me
sound
saying
like a great guy. You do. You sound like a really great guy.
I mean, I do have an apartment.
Okay.
But I don't like to necessarily live in it all the time. I like to go off and just kind of run around
Yeah,
as
that's
much
cool.
as I can.
Cheese doesn't live in the apartment. That's Everett's
Yeah.
apartment. Cheese is the one that lives in the van.
Everett's on the lease.
Okay,
Yeah.
right. But, okay, let's just get right to this. We're going to call Leia for you and try and get you a second date update, all right?
Awesome.
All right, here we go.
Hello?
Hi, is Leia there?
Yes, who's this?
Hi, Leia. My name's Jeffrey from the radio show Brooke and Jeffrey in the Morning. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm awesome. Do you have a second to talk with us for a little bit?
I'm sorry, what is this about?
So this is about a segment that we do called a second date update. That's where if you go out with someone and afterwards, if they're not calling you back, you can email the show and we'll reach out to them for you to try and figure out the reason why.
Okay.
I know it's a little bit weird, but somebody emailed us about you and he goes by the name Cheese.
Okay.
You remember Cheese, right?
She's like, I've been out with 7 cheeses.
Was it
Which
Swiss
one?
or Brie?
Yeah.
Oh, Marty, I loved him.
We're joking,
Yeah.
Leia. Sorry. We're still joking about the cheese name.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like, you guys are funny.
Okay. So
You
anyway,
remember cheese, though.
Yes.
okay, you do remember Cheese.
Okay.
So the whole reason that we're doing this is because Cheese had a great time hanging out with you, and he's a little bit confused about why you've been ignoring him after you went out together.
Okay.
I mean, did you feel like it was a cool date that you guys went on?
Yeah. I mean, the date was good.
I feel like you're being very short with us.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel really weird answering these questions. This is very weird to me.
I understand.
Unexpected interview.
But we're trying to help out a guy who's really confused after having what he thought was a really romantic experience with you. And so we're just hoping to get him a little bit of answers, a little bit of clarity on why you'd be blowing him off.
I mean, I think you can understand, like, the dating world's hard right now. So when you meet somebody that you finally feel like you clicked with and then it doesn't work out, I don't know, you can go to desperate measures like contacting us to try to figure it out.
I mean, I understand that, but it was one date, so.
Right.
Okay.
So is it not going to be another? You didn't have any intention of calling him back?
Nope, definitely not.
All right. Well, I mean, is there a reason why you were turned off by Cheese?
Yes.
Okay.
The date was fine. Like, we had a nice time together. He was funny and was very cool. But the next day after our date, I had some police officers get in touch with me to ask me questions about the van that was parked at this convenience store that we went to.
Oh, wait. You said police called you?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Because they saw you inside the van?
No, I used my credit card at the store. And then they saw me get in the van. So they knew I knew the person.
Wait, is he like
So-
linked to some crime or something?
I have no idea, but the whole thing was very weird. I don't know what's going on.
Whoa.
So I just don't want to be involved.
I don't
Oh.
blame you.
That
Not
is
fair.
That's really sketchy.
Yeah, it's really sketchy.
You are much more rational than I am. If the police contacted me about some dude I went on that drove a van around, I would be immediately calling that guy and being like, what the hell, man? What's going on?
Yeah.
Are you a criminal? Tell me.
But for real.
Be honest, criminal.
I want nothing to do with it. I'm not going to call him. I mean, I told the police, like, all the information that I had, they can investigate it and,
But you don't
yeah.
even know what they're investigating? What are they investigating?
I think that the van was stolen. I'm not sure. So
Okay.
Wow.
So
Well,
not only is he hashtag van life, but he's hashtag stolen van life.
I mean,
yeah.
we definitely want to get to the bottom of this because we spoke to Cheese and he doesn't sound like that type of person.
It's always those, though, Jeffrey.
I know, but I guess
What does that even mean?
I don't know.
Exactly.
You tell me if he sounds like a criminal because he's actually on the other line listening and he heard everything that you said.
Oh, God.
Yeah, Leia, hey, it's Cheese. Oh my God, I need to tell you what happened. Like, you do not have the whole story here. That is crazy. Oh
Okay,
my God.
hold on, Cheese. Give her a second. Like, she didn't even know you were there, man.
Okay.
So you set this whole thing up on the phone too? Like, is this like a scam?
No, not at all. It's actually just a giant misunderstanding. Like, I just was wondering why you didn't call me back. So that's why I called the radio. And, like, I wanted you to, just to see. But, like, the whole thing about the van is not what you think at all. Like,
Okay, well, yeah, so get to the point, Cheese.
Yeah, dude.
What's going on?
Are you a criminal or not?
Well, here's what happened. So I actually converted this van. This is a van that I converted.
Uh-huh.
I sold it to my buddy, who's also, like, does some of this stuff. He actually helped me out on this van, right? So he was on vacation. So I was like, okay, I'm just going to go take the van right now because I don't have one right now that's working. So anyway,
What? So you did steal the van.
no, I totally just borrowed this van. It was like my van to start with. And here's the thing. He came back early and he totally thought that the van had been stolen. So he like called the police and like he had no idea that I had taken it.
Leia, are you buying any of this? Does this feel right to you?
I mean, I guess that sort of makes sense, but
Yeah.
you lied to me about telling me you own this van, saying it's yours, and it wasn't.
But it was mine before, and I mean, it just wasn't mine at the time of the date. And I'm sorry, I didn't say that, but it was like, just a lot to kind of say because, like, my friend helped pay for some of the repairs, and then so he had it. So it's like, you know, we're still buds. You know, we work on some of this stuff together, but I'm working on a new project right now. And like,
All right, Cheese. All right,
Jeez.
Cheese. You're explaining a lot here. Leia, what are you thinking
well, that's
here?
why, yeah.
No, Cheese, I got you. I got you. It's a very complicated process where you borrowed your friend's van.
Yeah.
The whole thing is too much. Like, I don't believe anything that you're saying. I mean, this is so much drama. We went on one date, and look at this conversation. It's ridiculous.
Well, hold on,
It is
Leia.
a lot of drama. I mean, like, Cheese, you would understand, like, if the police called you about some person you went out with, like, after only hanging out once, that's a big red flag. But
Okay,
it's
but
like a banner.
All the drama aside, like, did you have a good time with Cheese? Did you connect with him?
It doesn't matter. It's
I think it does.
I barely remember the date as a result of all of this.
Okay.
I will say in his defense, he's not in jail. So obviously, like, he didn't do anything.
Or they couldn't track him down because she didn't know his real name.
Well, and to be fair, we don't know that he's not in jail. This call could be collect, so.
I mean, he'd steal a van for you. That's really nice of him, actually.
Oh, Alexis is on board now.
I admire that.
I was like, that's romantic.
Well, look, Leia, I mean, I don't want to send you out with a felon, obviously, but maybe you could do some background checks and see if his record comes up clean. And if it does, we'd love to send you out on another date with Cheese, and we'll pay for it.
Thank you, but no thank you.
Okay.
I saw that one.
I was very polite.
I mean, Cheese, did you learn anything out of this whole process?
Yeah, I mean, I would have told her about like the whole misunderstanding with the police and everything that happened. It just like I didn't even really get a chance, you know, like.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe you learned not to take your buddy's van without
Yeah.
asking, something like that.
It was my van to begin with, and then you know I sold him that one, and I'm working on
Okay.
another one.
We got it.
Yeah.
Cheese learned nothing. Okay.
Yeah, but just in case, I mean, if this happens again to me, like, is it cool if I like write you guys back again, and maybe you can help me out again?
Yeah,
Sure.
Yeah.
We're going off the grid now.
Yeah.
Are you single and feeling out of the loop? Put away that mouse and get out of the house. Join In the Loop, Seattle's brand new activities club just for singles. Go to intheloopsingles.com today.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
I'm pretty excited about today's second date update because from reading the description of the date on the email that we got, it sounds like we're going to be doing a second date update with one of the members of the Three Stooges.
What?
Or all three of the Stooges.
Did someone like slip on a banana peel or
Kind of
something?
sounds like that. Tiffany, who is on the phone with us right now, wants to do a second date update today. She wants to call a guy named Eric. But the description of your date, Tiffany, in your email sounds like you had one of the worst experiences ever or one of the most hilarious if you like slapstick comedy.
Oh, well, thanks, I guess. I mean, I don't know. We actually, besides those, like, couple little incidents, I thought had an amazing time.
Yeah, so why don't you just kind of like run through the string of events that you documented in your email, and I want everybody to hear it.
Well, first of all, I was really excited to go out with Eric, and we decided to meet at a bar for happy hour, and I ended up, just like, traffic was terrible, and so I think I was about 20 minutes late. So I got there, and I was so apologetic. I felt so bad, and then I was trying to tell him the story of what had happened, and I use my hands a lot.
Yeah.
And I accidentally hit myself in the nose and gave myself a bloody nose.
See, that's hilarious. That's what I mean by it sounds like an episode of the Three Stooges or something. You're just like poking each other in the eyes and giving yourself a bloody nose.
Did you run to the bathroom?
No, because at first he noticed and I didn't notice.
Oh, no.
So you hit yourself in the nose and you're still talking to him, and then he just started to see blood trickle down your upper lip.
Yes, well, because like it wasn't like a lot at first, and then I used to get bloody noses all the time when I was a kid. So I thought he was gonna like spit out his water, and I was like, "What is going on with you?" And he's like, "Your nose is bleeding." And then I was like, "Oh my God, I have a bloody nose." I didn't know what to do. I didn't want to take like a napkin because it was like a cloth napkin. So I just like held my hand under my nose, but I wanted to finish the story.
What? You just stayed at the table?
Yeah, you continued telling the story with the bloody nose and didn't be like, "I'll be back in a minute."
Well, it was bleeding, but like I was just getting to the good part, and I figured I'll just take care of it in a second.
I would have been humiliated if I got a bloody nose on a first date.
I know. I feel so dumb. Like, what am I, 7? Like talking with my hands like that, and then I gave myself a bloody nose.
Yeah,
You have
that's pretty funny.
horrible hand-eye coordination.
But it was an accident.
Well, I understand that, but there's a lot of things that I've done in my life that are accidents that are really embarrassing.
Do you punch yourself in the nose often?
Just to, like, if I ever need to make myself sneeze.
What?
Oh my
You punch
God.
yourself in the nose if you need to make yourself sneeze.
Yeah, that will make you sneeze.
Okay, I had no idea.
That is strange.
So I'm guessing that eventually you cleaned up your nose and got the date back on track.
Right. And we continued to talk and laugh for, like, over an hour. And then it was, like, time to go home. And he walked me to my car.
Yeah.
And so I thought, like, oh, okay. I just figured he was going to try and kiss me, maybe. I mean, and he didn't.
You had blood all over your face.
Yeah,
Crusties all over your
the bloody
nostrils.
nose wasn't there anymore at this point, right? Like it was all cleaned up.
Yeah.
Okay. So he didn't go in for a kiss.
No.
How did you guys end everything? What's the
Oh
last
my God.
thing?
So then I forgot to tell you, I just feel bad about, like, the bloody nose and being late. So I'm like, I'm so sorry. I feel like we had fun. And I'm like, I really want to do this again. I go, I'll make it up to you, and I'll pay the next time we go out.
Wow,
Okay.
that's tight.
What did he say to that?
He just was like, yeah, but, like, it was kind of like a yeah where, like, then I got home and I called my friend Amy, and I'm like, what do you think this yeah sounds like? Do you think, and she couldn't figure it out either. Like, is it a yeah, like, he's just tired but he was into it, or if, like, he was trying to be cool, or if he's not into it at all?
So, well, it's probably a yeah that he's not really into it because he hasn't been calling you back, right?
Yeah.
I've texted him twice since then. And the second time, I sent a text that said, remember, I'm paying, with, like, a wink face.
Yeah. And nothing? He didn't respond to that?
Mm-mm. Like, I realized this was probably not a perfect date for Eric, and a lot of that was my fault, but I think in between those, like, really embarrassing moments that, like, we had a lot of fun. He seemed to be having a good time. He talked a lot. He laughed a lot. And I want a second chance, you know, like a movie.
Okay, well, we'll play a song, come back, call him, and then get your second date update, all right?
Okay, thanks.
Okay, hang on.
Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
Call now to win a $1,000 cash crate.
1-866-MOVING-92.5.
It's
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
Tiffany is on the phone with us, and today she wants to call a guy named Eric. Eric and her had a lovely first date at a bar where she physically assaulted herself at the table and gave herself a bloody nose. I guess Tiffany was talking with her hands and accidentally smacked herself in the nose and then got a bloody nose. Tiffany, are you about ready to call Eric?
Yes.
You really like this guy. Are you going to be sad if he says something mean?
I mean, besides those couple of incidents, I thought we had a lot of fun, and conversation was good, and...
All right. So there's really nothing that you can think of. I mean, other than punching yourself in the nose, everything seemed to go very well.
Maybe he's one of those guys that gets mad, like, if you're more than 2 seconds late or something.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Because you did show up about 20 minutes
20
late.
minutes late.
All right, well, I'm going to dial the phone number right now, see if we can get him on the phone and get your second date update, okay?
Okay, thanks.
Okay, here we go.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Eric, please?
Yes, speaking.
Eric, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
Sorry, man. I'm not going to buy anything or whatever.
No, I'm not trying to sell you anything. I just need like 5 minutes of your time.
Whoa.
He thinks that
I'm a
we're selling
telemarketer.
him something. I mean, kind of.
I'll dial him back. Okay. See if I can get him to invest in some life insurance.
Maybe buy some door-to-door meat.
Two birds, one stone.
Yeah, I'm not interested in anything, okay?
No, you're going to be interested in this, I promise.
Take me off the list or
No,
whatever.
I'm not a telemarketer. I actually want to help you out with something.
Look, man, I don't need help. I'm fine.
I'm not. I promise you. Don't hang up. Hey, are you still there, Eric?
Yeah, I'm still here. What
Okay,
are you...
this is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. It's a radio show. And I'm not calling to sell you anything. I'm calling you because I got an email about you from one of our listeners.
What?
Yeah. Now are you a little interested in what I have to talk about?
I mean, not really, but what are you talking about?
You recently went on a date with a girl named Tiffany, right?
How do you know that?
Because Tiffany emailed me and asked me if I could get you on the phone and find out why you're not calling her back.
She works for the radio station?
No, she listens to the radio show and asked if we could call you to find out if she did something wrong on your date because she would like to see you again. So she's wondering why you're not getting back to her.
I mean, I don't know if I want to talk about that stuff on the radio or whatever.
Is there
If
anything?
she emailed you, she'll tell you whatever she wants. I don't really feel comfortable
Yeah,
talking
but
about.
she doesn't know. I mean, unless it's something that is your personal life and embarrassing about you, I can understand you not sharing that. But is there anything I can tell her just to give her some sort of advice?
I mean, like, talk to her about it, and you'll get a sense of why no one's going to go on another date with her.
Well, I talked to her about your date. She told us about it. She said there was an awkward moment where she accidentally hit herself in the nose, and her nose started bleeding.
Yeah, that was one of many incredible moments of the date, yeah.
Incredible, but I don't think you mean incredible
sarcasm.
like an actual good thing, right?
No, I mean it is like the most sarcastic thing possible.
Well, I appreciate you staying on the phone with me for a few minutes. If your date was that bad, don't you think it'd be nice to give her some advice so that in the future when she goes out with people, it isn't as painful as an experience as it sounds like it was?
She's just the weirdest person that I've ever gone on a date with.
That's intense.
How so?
You ever meet one of those people that just blows everything up into like the biggest possible deal? Like, oh my God, the traffic was the absolute worst. Like everything is underlined.
Yeah.
Everything is in caps lock. Everything is just 15 exclamation points. She was like, the traffic was the absolute worst traffic I've ever been in. Like, take New York traffic and take LA traffic and take Mexico City traffic or whatever she said and add them all together. That's the traffic I was just in. Can you believe it? And it's like, there's no way to possibly believe that. That's ridiculous.
It seems like you didn't even give her a chance, though. I mean, if you're talking about, she just obviously felt bad about the traffic and was trying to make up for it.
I see your point, but it was with everything. It wasn't just the traffic. It was every single element of our date, every story, every like reading of the menu.
Whoa.
You know, like, oh my God, they have margaritas here. Oh my God, I love margaritas, but I want it to be the best margarita. And the margarita comes, and it wasn't just like take a sip and like, this is pretty good. You want to try it? It's like, oh my God. This margarita is amazing. I've never had a margarita like this before.
I've definitely been around those type of people. I know exactly the type of person you're explaining.
Yeah, you just pray you're not at their table, but you just hear them from the other side of the room.
But come on,
This is the most amazing, life-changing margarita you've ever had, Eric. All right.
They met a shaman on the top of the hill to like taste the salt of the Himalayas on the rim of the drink. No, it's a dumb drink. I tried it and it was like, yeah, it's a margarita. It's a margarita.
poor girl was just excited.
Yes, I've had
you
a
guys.
margarita in
Give
my
her
life.
A break. You know?
Hey, we talked to her a little bit, Eric, and I didn't get that vibe from her at all.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know. She described the date as like one of the best dates she'd ever been
Yeah,
on, and
it's
Eric
true.
was the greatest guy she'd ever met.
That's true.
Right. She kept telling, like, she had a bloody nose and like stayed at the table and kept telling her story and was like, and then I'm just sitting there and be like, you know, do you need something? Do you need a napkin or whatever?
Yeah.
And she's just like, oh my God, you're the greatest guy. You're just like the greatest guy. I'm like, you have blood coming out of your nose.
You're like, no, I'm not the greatest guy. I'm just a human, and I noticed somebody else with a bloody nose, and I thought I might give them something to wipe it up with. Hey, Eric, I really appreciate you giving us a little bit of information on your date, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I'm as exhausted now as I was after the date, just thinking about it.
Well, that was the
It feels
most.
like it's like a marathon, or like 3 marathons, or like the longest marathon in the history of the world.
Eric, I should also let you know that Tiffany is actually on the other line listening to this conversation.
What?
Oh, hi, Eric. That was really mean. I don't know why if you were having such a bad time, first of all, that you stayed. Second of all, you were laughing and having a good time and telling stories, too. And third of all, that really was the best margarita of my life. And I'm not ashamed to share that with people.
I suggested more drinks because I was going out of my mind.
Oh, because I'm not all bitter and like, margaritas, who cares?
I was going out of my mind, and I was just praying that the next drink you would see that if that margarita actually was the greatest margarita in the world, then by default, the next drink could not be as amazing. But it was even better.
Of course it could. It's probably from the same batch. That's how they do it at restaurants.
Eric, why you gotta be so mean, right? You're telling me that you didn't have any fun at all with Tiffany. She sounds like a fun girl.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, like, in the, like, fleeting moments where there was just, like, a lull, yeah, it's great. But it's like I'm sorry, you're just like, you take everything and make it into the biggest possible thing, and it's just exhausting. I can't, it's too much. It was not the speed that I go at.
Okay, so then just because apparently I'm too much for everybody, what speed do you go at? Like, what would you have wanted?
Just a normal conversation. I just want to have a normal conversation, okay? I don't want to have to feel like everything that we're talking about or everything that's been experienced is the greatest thing in the world or the worst thing in the world. I just want to have a calm, just regular, normal conversation.
That sounds like the most boring date of all time. Sorry you had such a terrible time. You didn't seem like it. And I'm sorry I was trying to have a good time and make everything fun and nice. That's a horrible thing to do when you're dating. I forgot.
Oh, my God. I mean, it's the most horrible thing you could do on a date.
Eric, do not be mean right now. Come on.
Hey, Eric, would you like to go out on a second date with Tiffany? We'll pay for a second date.
No, I'm good. I'm okay.
You sure?
No, I respectfully decline.
Okay, well, I'm going to say this. I regret even asking them to ask about a second date, and I would rather punch myself in the nose until my whole head bled out than go on another date with you.
I think,
So
you know
amazing.
what? That is a second date update first. We've had a lot of interesting endings to these things, but never somebody wanting to just beat their face in until they weren't alive anymore.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
The email that we got into the show for a second date update today read less like a date and more like a scene from the movie The Hangover.
Oh.
It sounds like a wild date.
Whoa.
I won't tell you about it. I'll let Audrey tell you about it herself, who's on the phone for a second date update right now. What's up, Audrey? How are you?
Hey, I'm good. How are you guys?
Are you
Not
currently
too bad.
caring for a baby that's not yours?
Yeah, are you stuck on a rooftop?
Is there a tiger involved?
No tigers were involved or harmed in the making of this date.
Okay.
Okay, but like your email sounds like you had a crazy night with this dude that you want to call. What's his name, by the way?
Ken,
Ken. All right. So before we get into the actual date, tell us how you met Ken.
we met online,
Okay.
so I didn't really know a whole lot about him. We just kind of gave it a shot. First date, just out at a bar, like a dive bar.
Okay, that sounds pretty mellow so far. Pretty typical.
Yeah, I mean, it started like a normal date, but I know how to take something and have a good time with it. I'm not like a typical girl.
All right.
Okay.
So tell us what happened.
So we went to this dive bar and we were drinking beers, playing arcade games. I'm a video game fan myself.
Okay.
So, yeah, it was fun. And then we were playing, like, the pull tabs.
Oh, yeah.
That's fine. I love pull tabs.
And that is
And that-
actually, pull
yeah.
tabs are a great first date.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never thought about
And
it.
every once in a while you win money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
and it's
not
something
bad.
to talk about, something to celebrate or commiserate with, depending on how it goes.
That does sound chill.
Yeah, so I actually won. I won $60.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah, see?
See how cool I am?
Yeah.
So Ken made a joke that we should just turn it all into ones and go to the strip club.
Oh.
And I was like, yeah, let's do it. I figured I'd call him on his bluff and see if that's something he really wanted to do.
Well, and you know,
Dang.
behind every joke is also truth. So
Right.
I'm guessing he was down.
He was down.
Wow, that's a surprise.
Yeah. I do feel like that this is a really romantic first date story. Like your pull tab money turned into stripper tips.
You know, every great date has to start somewhere.
Yeah.
That's a very, very well said.
So
Yeah.
did you guys actually go to the strip club then?
We did. We had a ton of fun. We were doing shots, and I actually bought him a dance. I thought it would be funny. And then we hooked up a little in the bathroom.
Oh, my God. I'm sorry. That is so gross. Dirty not is
Right.
in, I think you're dirty. I just think that the bathroom of a strip club is a disgusting place filled with germs.
Yeah, strip club bathrooms are never very nice.
No.
But, I mean, awesome first date. You guys played pull tabs, then you took the money, went to a strip club, and then messed around in the strip club bathroom. This dude had to have been loving life.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure.
So did it come to an end, or did you guys stay the night with each other? Where'd you go after the strip club?
Well, yeah. So when we were hooking up in the bathroom, we got kicked out. The manager, he kicked us out.
That's awkward.
I do feel like it's kind of hypocritical of the strip club.
Yeah, excuse me. No sexualness around here.
Yeah.
That's literally what they do. I don't know. It was probably for the best because we'd had a lot of shots at that point. So we got in an Uber, and the Uber dropped me off first, and I thought about inviting him in, but I didn't end up doing it. I was like, you know what? I don't want to make it too easy for him. I want, him to be able to work to get.
I mean, we were just messing around in a strip club bathroom. I don't want this guy thinking that it's all going to be so easy.
That's mixed signal.
I mean,
Yeah.
I just can't believe you're worried about sending any signal.
I am a
it's
lady.
Fine. Who cares at this point?
I think I maybe had I don't want to say sobered up because I definitely hadn't, but maybe I was just thinking a little more clearly when we got to my house, and I was like, this is where I'm going to cut it.
Yeah,
okay.
totally.
So I'm guessing you guys did have a good night kiss.
Well, no, actually, just the bathroom incident.
What?
Oh, you didn't even kiss goodnight?
No, I think he was expecting me to invite him inside and was waiting for it, so he didn't go in for the kiss because he just kind of assumed, and then I was like, well, have a great night. It's been fun.
So Audrey, I think that's like a baller move. This guy is totally expecting to go to your house and stay the night. And then you didn't do it.
Right.
You got him all riled up, though.
You're keeping him on his toes.
Yeah, that's what I think too. So, we were texting a little bit the next day, so I thought everything was cool, and then all of a sudden just silent. I haven't heard from him since.
Why do you think he stopped talking to you?
I don't know if he thinks I'm a party girl, and maybe he's trying to find someone more serious, but he doesn't really know me well enough to make that assumption yet.
Right.
If this was me, I think he's pouting. What? We were kissing. You took me to a strip club. You got all this sexuality around me, and then you just say goodnight, and I'd be a baby, and I wouldn't call you either.
That's so weird.
That's just me.
Okay.
Well, if that's the case, then that's not cool, because I was so cool to him the whole day. What other girl is going to, throw down drinking beers, playing games, go to a strip club? Are you kidding?
Right.
Special.
Yeah. I'm surprised he's not calling you back, and that's the only thing you can think of is maybe he just thinks you're too wild.
I'm a little taller than him. Aren't guys real self-conscious about that kind of thing?
Yeah,
Some are. Yeah.
Did he mention that at all on your date?
No, but I've had guys not want to date me because of my height before.
Okay. All right. We'll play a song and then come back and call him and get your second date update, okay?
Okay.
All right. Hang on. Don't go to a strip club or anything. Just wait a few minutes, okay?
No, I'm cool.
All right.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
All right, everybody. Welcome back to today's second date update.
Oh, my God.
Taking center stage right now is Audrey. She's working hard for you. After she gets off stage, Audrey is going to give out free lap dances in the bathroom for anybody willing to date her. Maybe play some pull tabs. Enjoy yourself. Give it up for Audrey one more time.
Yeah.
Hey, Audrey.
Hey.
Yeah. We're not
excited.
exactly
Not at all.
helping your party girl image, are we, Audrey?
No.
If you're just tuning in for today's second date update, Audrey went out with a dude named Ken. They met online, and they went out to a bar. She actually won money on pull tabs and made a joke, hey, let's go to the strip club with it. And then they actually did that. They went to the strip club. They kind of hooked up a little bit in the bathroom before they were kicked out. And then they took an Uber together. It dropped her off at her house first. Now he's not calling her back. They did text a little bit. And the only reason that Audrey can think of is that maybe he thinks she's too wild or the fact that she's too tall.
Did you think at some point that this guy could be boyfriend material?
Well, it's hard to tell on the first date, but I liked him. I definitely wanted to go out again.
It's especially hard to tell on the type of first date that you had if somebody's
you know.
boyfriend material.
I was thinking maybe in the first half hour things were...
Before you got wasted?
Yeah.
When we were talking, we really did have a lot in common. So
Yeah. You guys both like strippers. You both like pull tabs. Both like playing video games. It sounds like a match made in heaven,
It
really.
sounds like love.
Yeah.
I know, like, what guy says no to this?
Apparently only Ken
Yeah.
right now.
Well, I'm going to dial his phone number now, okay?
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Hello?
Hi, is this Ken?
This is Ken.
Ken, how are you, man? This is Jubal from Brook and Jubal in the Morning.
Okay.
Hi, how are you?
You say this is a radio show?
Yeah, it's called Brook and Jubal in the Morning.
Brook and Jubal. Got it.
Yeah.
Hi, Ken.
Hey,
Hey, why are you guys calling me?
Just checking in with people around town.
God, no, we're not.
I'm calling you because we do a segment on our show. It's called the Second Date Update. That's where if you go out on a date with somebody and then don't call them back after, they can email us to get you on the phone and find out what happened.
Okay. How does this involve me?
Because you recently went on a date with somebody and then now you've kind of ghosted them.
Wow, okay. So I'm guessing this is about Audrey?
Yes.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Audrey emailed us and she told us about your date. Sounds like a great time, honestly.
Wait, Audrey told you about what happened? Like, what? Why would she do that?
Because she wanted to tell us what a great night she had.
Well, yeah, no, I mean, it was fun. I mean, she was cool. She's really cool.
Why is your voice going up so high? You sound, I don't know, nervous, anxious?
Well, I don't know. I mean, like, we're talking about my personal love life on the radio, I guess. So it's kind of weird.
Yeah,
That's true.
that's true. I can see that. Well, if you say, okay, so you said that she was cool and everything, then why don't you want to see her again?
No, I mean, like I said, she's pretty great. The date was almost perfect, but, it's just not quite perfect. Like, she's not quite my type.
What? Ken, you realize no one is ever perfect. Like, if that's your standard, that will always disappoint you.
Well, I disagree. I mean, look, she checks a lot of boxes. She's fun. She's kind of a wild night. I appreciate that. Like, check.
Double check?
Yeah, I mean, no.
Is it because she's taller than you? She said that she thinks one of the things you might have been...
I like tall girls. Girls my height are taller. I'm all in. Like, yeah, check.
Okay.
She likes all the stuff I like. She likes, video games. We like a little bit of dancing, a lot of music. We have all this stuff
She
in
likes
common.
strippers.
Yeah, she told you about that too? Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Yeah, check that box.
Wow. All right, well, yeah, I mean, she's honest. Check that box, too. She's honest.
So what's the unchecked?
If I got to be honest with you, and I feel like I'm kind of compelled to be honest here, I mean, she got to love baseball.
What?
I mean, if I'm looking for somebody to like that's like legit going to be, my partner, like my wife someday, like, you got to check all the boxes. Like, that's just how it's going to be.
So you think that this girl is perfect all except for she doesn't like baseball?
Yeah, I mean, I want to say that's like a deal breaker with me, but it's a big part of my life. I mean, I got season tickets. I've been following since I was a kid.
Okay. So, but she checks like every single other box you have.
Pretty much, yeah.
Just not baseball.
Look, I'm missing my partner who likes baseball, and she was not it.
But here's the thing, Ken. Listen, the man I married loves basketball. Like his whole family, college basketball players. They live and breathe basketball. I can't stand it. And you know what? It's okay. He can have his own interests. I don't have to be into everything.
I got to be honest with you. I feel like he's settled.
Ken, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying it's healthy in a relationship to have different likes and different interests.
Hey, she can like her own things, but a language of love and a lifetime of partnership with me is going to be baseball. I mean, it's baseball. That's it.
Maybe you should date a baseball player. You ever thought of that?
Can I just...
I mean, that's a tough one, but I'm going to keep looking. I'm going to keep searching.
Can I ask, Ken, why do you think she hates baseball?
She just told me flat out she was not a fan. And I mean, again, I appreciate her honesty, but that just to me is like, whoa, that's a big letdown.
Yeah.
Right.
And it was frustrating. And here's the thing. She's not even that kind of girl who hates sports altogether or whatever. No, she just dislikes baseball.
It sounds like you sound so stern about this. There's no way to change your mind here, Ken.
Look, if she could just soften her own stance on it, maybe come with me to a few games, watch a few games together, just try it out.
Let's ask her then. You want to ask her if she would be into trying to give baseball a shot for you?
What do you mean? Like just like send an email to her?
No, I mean talk to her right now because Audrey is actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
I'm here. I can hear everything you said.
Oh my God!
Baseball? Really?
Okay, this is.
I've been to baseball games. I've had people explain the sport to me.
Audrey,
I just think it's boring.
Oh my God. Okay, this is a lot right now. This is a lot.
This is a lot. I know. I'm sorry to rock your world like that. You know.
He doesn't know what to be more upset about.
You go to a radio show and talk about our date, and then you mention you say baseball's boring. I mean, that's like sacrilege.
I mean,
that's piercing. That's like soul crushing. That's
soul crushing. It's a hobby of yours. You're allowed to have hobbies. I'm allowed to have hobbies.
Okay, first of all, not a hobby. Not at all. Not a hobby.
It's a hobby. Like, you don't play it professionally, so it's like not your job, it's not your career. It's a hobby. You watch other people play it.
Wait, no, hold on. Yes, I do play. I play in a rec league. I've been team captain of that team for 5 seasons.
Oh my God.
Team captain for 5 seasons.
I bet you are insufferable on the field.
Oh, come on. No. I play third base. That's right.
Yeah.
Everybody knows they're base players.
Hey, that's what I call the hot corner, right? That's the hot corner.
It is.
Oh my God.
Why are you wasting my time then if you have such a strict checklist that has to me?
Audrey, why don't you just give it a chance? Why are you so against it?
Do you think this is the first time I've ever, tried to get into baseball? Like, you're the first guy who's ever brought this up. I've been to games. I've tried to learn it, and then I just didn't really want to because it's boring. I have been told all the rules and explained how it's played.
Do you realize how hurtful that is, Audrey? Like, it hurts. Hearing that word, boring, it hurts me, to the core.
Wow.
Very painful.
Yeah, I'm sorry that you had to hear that.
But Ken, why? I mean, are you that desperate to have someone go to the games with you? Don't you have a buddy that you can take instead of a girlfriend?
But I want a partner. I want a life partner to experience this life passion with me. It's a passion. It's part of me.
Why couldn't you just say straight up, I won't date a girl who doesn't like baseball, and then you wouldn't have gotten my number in the first place?
Right.
I bent the rules for you on what a girl would typically do. You can't bend the rules, your very strict checklist for me, and I could be allowed to not check one of your boxes.
Good point.
This is bending my rules a bit. I've never been on the radio trying to explain my personal passion. I can't continue this conversation with this person. I can't do it.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Before you go, Ken, would you like to go on a second date with Audrey? We'll pay for it. Then you guys can talk in person.
Audrey, listen, straight up, you are almost perfect. Almost if you would just like baseball. I'm serious.
No, I don't even want to go on another date with this guy.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
I mean, if you want to go find your perfect girl who loves baseball like you do and checks all the other boxes, go ahead and keep looking. But you are going to be single for a very long time.
Would you say, Audrey, that he was going to strike out?
Oh, no.
I couldn't help it.
Hey, I will never be single because I have baseball.
Okay.
All right.
Married to the game.
I'm glad the baseball can keep you warm at night, Ken. Sorry.
Oh, man.
That's right. If I swipe it, they will come.
If you swipe it, they will come? What does that even mean? What?
Oh, my God. Seal the dreams. Are you kidding me?
This is the worst day ever for Ken.
Broken.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
Some people believe in random chance encounters. Other people make their own random chance encounters. And those people are called go-getters.
Oh, really?
And we're about to talk to Marco, who is a go-getter. What's up, Marco?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
I feel
Not
this
much.
is
I really, I enjoyed reading your email, and I love the creativity in how you got your date.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty creative.
Yeah, it's very creative. Go ahead and tell everybody how you scored a date with the girl that you want to call today. What's her name?
Erica.
Erica. Tell everybody how you scored a date with Erica.
Okay, so I live 2 blocks from this little dog park in my area, so I always seen Erica out there with her dog all the time. She's really cute, really pretty, great sense of style. And I'd see her there all the time. I saw her almost every single weekday. She was out there whenever I'd walk past, get ready to go for work or whatever.
So you're stalking her.
She was always out there.
You're stalking her, you're pretty much, right?
No, yeah, I guess it sounds kind of stalking.
You do have a dog in all of this, right?
No, not really. I mean, not really.
Why are you at the dog park?
Okay, it sounds really stalker. I promise I had good intentions, though.
Okay.
But so I would walk past every single day, and like I always was like trying to get up the nerve to talk to her, but I didn't have a dog, so I thought it would look really creepy if I just like walked over into a dog park. I was like, hey, what's going on? So I was trying to figure out, how I could talk to her, and then I realized my buddy Nick has this chocolate lab.
Oh no.
That's like really awesome.
Oh my God.
Like really sweet dog named Toby. Like I know him really well. So I kind of hinted to him, maybe you let me borrow your dog for a day.
Did you tell him what it was about when you were borrowing the dog, or did you just ask him randomly?
Of course I told him about it. He was into it, so he was like, yeah, whatever, man.
When you went to the dog park with your borrowed dog, did you tell her that wasn't actually your dog, you were just dog sitting, or did you try to pass it off as that's my pup?
Oh no, Toby was totally my dog at that point.
Nice.
All right.
That's so bad.
It obviously worked for you because you scored a date.
Yeah, so actually we got to talking while we were at the park. The dogs met. They seemed to like each other. So I told her, I live really nearby. If you want to come by and chat and talk a little bit and the dogs can hang out, I guess like one-on-one, I don't know, doggy dates are like a thing at this point that I didn't know about. But so like we brought them over for like a little doggy play date. And,
wasn't it obvious though that it wasn't your dog when she walked into your apartment and there's no like water bowl or feed bowl or you don't have a place to put your leash?
Toys.
I mean, well, I did like when she went to the bathroom like as soon as she came in, and I put out like a little bowl. I mean, it wasn't like an official dog bowl, but I put out like a bowl of water. Like I tried to think as quickly as I could about it.
I can't believe you're faking being a dog owner.
I think it's a great idea.
I know, I've never heard of it, but I like it.
I mean, I don't know, like how much different do I don't need to like baby proof it. It's not like with a baby. I was like, I don't have to have like, the electrical outlets like changed or anything.
Well, if this doesn't work out for you, that could be next. Borrow one of your friend's babies to talk to a girl, because women love dudes with babies.
Actually, one of my buddies just had a baby, so that's...
So there you go. Look, you got options for days. So how did everything else go once you got to your apartment?
I mean, things were going all right. We talked for a while, and then I told her, I was like, I'm about to make dinner. Do you want to hang out? I figured, maybe a little dinner, a little wine, things would get happening a little bit. And she seemed pretty into it. She's like, yeah, of course. And then her dog started getting kind of like, I don't know. I don't want to say like angry, but like, he started getting like snippy a little bit. And she was like, oh, this is when he eats dinner usually. And then I kind of like freaked out for a second. I was like, oh God, I don't have any dog food.
Oh no!
So, luckily she's like, oh, he eats like a very specific type of dog food. I mean, of course,
oh,
he eats like a really specific type. So she's like, I think we'll get going. And I was like, all right, whatever. Her dog's kind of blown up my spot here because he's got to go eat his...
Yeah.
Dog blocking,
yeah,
bro.
he is dog blocking you, man.
For sure.
Exactly.
So,
we exchanged numbers and stuff, so she said she'd get back to me, maybe take like a rain check on the dinner, but unfortunately that has not happened yet. So
how many times have you tried to reach out to her?
I've texted her 3 times.
3 times.
At some point in the future, you're going to have to come clean about the dog lie. Like, you can't keep hanging out with her and every time going to borrow the chocolate lab before you go pick her up for a date.
I mean, I'm not above stealing his dog. I figured, but like down the road, I feel like every couple has one of those like cute, like, you taught me.
Cute. I stalked you at the park for a while and then lied about being a dog owner so I could come meet you. Oh, it's so adorable.
Do you live off a busy street, Marco?
What's that?
Do you live off of a busy street?
It's pretty busy. It's sort of like a street. So
then one day the dog ran out in the street and he's no longer. And then now you get pity dates out of it, dude. Just consult me, okay?
You
I didn't even think of that, but that's pretty genius.
Yeah. All right. Well, you haven't heard anything from her at all since she left your house. Okay.
And have you seen her at the park while you've been walking by?
No, that's the other weird thing. Like, she was there like almost every weekday, and now like I haven't seen her. It's been like a week and a half maybe, and I haven't seen her at all.
All right. Well, play a song, come back, call her, and get your second date update, okay?
Awesome. Great. Thanks.
All right, man. Hang on.
I'm only one call away.
Moving 92 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
We're right in the middle of a second date update, and if you're just tuning in, Marco is on the phone. Marco had a very creative way to meet the girl that he went on a date with. He borrowed his friend's dog so that he could talk to her at the dog park. Apparently, he lives by a dog park. He's seen her there before, but he doesn't have a dog, and he's like, how do I go into this dog park without a dog and not be a creep? So he borrowed his friend's dog. They talked for a while, went back to his apartment. While the dogs played, he was going to make her dinner, and then she said, I have to leave because my dog's getting antsy and he needs his special food at home. She left, walked out the door, and he hasn't talked to her since. All right, Marco, you ready for your second date update?
Yeah, definitely.
I think she called you out on your lie. Why didn't you just tell her you were dog sitting?
Maybe in hindsight that might have been a little better idea, but I wanted to, she's a dog owner. I'm a dog, I thought it would be the best.
I like how you just almost called yourself a dog owner. She's a dog owner. I'm sort of a dog owner.
It's not a lie if you believe it.
That's true. That is very true. All right, man. I'm going to dial her phone number right now and get her on the phone and find out why she's not calling you back.
All right, awesome.
Here we go.
Hello?
Hi, is this Erica?
Yes.
Hi, Erica. My name is Jubal, and I host the radio show Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. Have you heard of it?
Who is this?
My name is Jubal. I'm calling you today because one of our listeners asked if I could track you down and get you on the phone. And yeah, it's just as creepy as it sounds.
So
Just as
bad
creepy as
when
it
you
sounds,
say it out loud.
Erica.
That's weird.
Yeah.
I'll explain. His name is Marco, and you recently met him at the dog park. He's been trying to text you because he wants to hang out, but you haven't been getting back to him. So he asked us if we could get you on the phone and find out why.
Oh my gosh, really? He called a radio station?
Yes.
Tried to track me down?
Mm-hmm.
That's really cute.
Do you like Marco?
Well, yeah, if I'm being honest, I really, really liked him. I sort of just don't want to seem like overeager, like I like him too much, because he's kind of like my dream guy.
What? Why are you calling him back then, you silly girl?
I'm actually just hoping that it sort of happens like organically and we naturally just like run into each other at the dog park again. But it hasn't happened yet. So
I wonder why. I wonder why you guys haven't been able to meet up at the dog park. I mean, he's probably always there with his dog. What was the dog's name? Toby?
Toby, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. I haven't seen him at all.
Strange.
No, he was super sweet and he just seemed like so nice.
Oh, yeah. That's cool when like two dog owners can find each other. I've always thought that was really cool because you guys have like a common interest.
Oh my gosh, I know. I'm obsessed with dogs. I love them, and it always just like touches me when a guy really like is sweet to animals. I think that just says a lot about them, and like he really seemed to love Toby. So that was.
Is that like the number one thing that you like about him? Is his responsibility and?
Honestly, the number one thing that I really liked was just that he seemed so honest, and I've dated so many guys before that have turned out to be total liars and bags, and I just feel like you can't trust a lot of guys these days, and he just seems so trustworthy and just so sweet. But like I said, I do not want to be the overeager, like the eager beaver. I don't want to drive him away with like being like a little schoolgirl weirdo.
All right. And you don't want him to know that you feel that way about him just yet.
No. We need to like ease into that and get to know each other. And
Well, you're going to have to ease into it a little faster because he's actually on the other line listening to this conversation and would like to talk to you.
What?
Yeah.
No, guys.
Marco?
Hey.
Hey, Erica. Oh my god. I'm so embarrassed.
No, don't be embarrassed. That's
No,
like
I
the
probably
sweetest
sound
thing
like
I've like
a little-
ever heard before.
Oh my god. You probably think I am totally psycho.
No, not at all. Not at all. I thought it was like the nicest thing anyone's ever said about me.
Oh my god, I can't believe this is happening.
Well, it's good to hear you again.
It's good to hear you. I'm sorry I didn't text. I know I should have responded. I just didn't want to like push it or whatever, but I've been wanting to respond.
No, it's okay. Don't worry about it. I totally get it. I mean, I'm sorry I kept texting you. I just really wanted to see you again. I thought we had like I had a really great time. I was hoping you had a really
Oh my
great
God, no!
time,
I
like
think
you
it was
did.
so much fun. I did too. I've actually been at the dog park, like hoping that I'd run into you.
Yeah, I was hoping to bump into you too, but I guess maybe we just weren't there at the same time.
Yeah. Okay. Well, why don't we get together? Like, I don't know, today. Bring Toby, and I'll bring Butters, and we can head over there.
What do you think, Marco? Like, you guys both obviously like each other a lot. Why is it taking you so long to say yes?
Marco?
It's a bad day. I could do tomorrow. Tomorrow's good for me, too.
No, today's kind of it's not just kind of the whole week has kind of been a little bad.
No. Marco, you have to tell her.
Tell me what?
So Toby's not really with us anymore.
Oh my God!
What?
You serious?
What does that mean?
I don't need to laugh.
I mean, I don't really want to talk like specifics about it, but there was an accident.
Oh, come on, Marco. Marco, what are you
that.
doing, man?
Oh my gosh, what happened?
Oh no!
You're
Marco.
gonna make her cry.
Come on.
All right, okay, God, just give me a minute. Let me talk to her for a second.
Oh my God!
Wait, what's going on? Is he okay? Are you okay?
Yeah, no, I'm fine.
Oh, yeah, Marco's perfectly fine, Erica.
Why are they laughing, Marco? I don't get it.
Look, okay, I'm fine. There was an accident.
Oh
Stop it, Marco. Come on, man. I was
Gosh, like a car?
I was joking earlier when I said you could do that, Marco.
Marco, just tell her why you did it. She may understand.
What is going on? I'm really confused right now.
I can't believe you actually tried that, Marco.
All right, hold. All right.
If you don't tell her, I'm going to tell her right now, Marco.
You want to do it. You don't want him to do it.
Can you let me talk for a minute?
Okay.
I can do this. So, Erica, this is going to sound like really bad, but just hear me out on it, okay?
Okay.
So, I wasn't fully 100% honest about everything with you, Erica. Okay, Toby's not really my dog.
What?
I've seen you every day. You saw how close I live. I see you there all the time, and I just every time I see you, I've always wanted to come up and talk to you, but I never wanted to seem like that weirdo who goes to the dog park without a dog. So I asked a friend of mine if I could borrow his dog for the day. I know, even saying it it sounds really weird, but I promise my heart was in the right place. I wanted to talk to you, and I'm not really good with openers, I guess. I thought this could be a good icebreaker.
Wait, okay. So you lied to me?
I mean, lied is a strong word. Yeah, no, I really wanted to meet you, and I thought this might be the easiest way. I'm really sorry if this bothers you a lot, but I wanted to talk to you, and I didn't really have the guts to just, you're beautiful. I mean, I don't know, just seeing the way you interacted with Butters, I was this chick seems awesome. I mean, I really wanted to talk to you, and I didn't have the guts to do it.
Erica, that's so cute. You got to give him a second chance.
Remember, he did try to tell you the dog died.
I know, but still,
I panicked about that.
Yeah, you did.
Just a little bit.
I didn't know what else to say.
He's kind of an idiot, but he's an adorable one.
Yeah, give him another shot.
Okay, I'm just trying to get this straight. So you just borrowed Toby. Is that even his name?
No, yeah, his name's really Toby.
Okay, so that
Everything else was true except the part that he was mine.
Okay, so you just borrowed Toby to meet me because you kept seeing me? Well, that's actually, like, really sweet. That's a lot of trouble to just meet me.
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it was worth it. I mean, after the night we spent together, like, hanging out and just talking, like, I wish it had been, like, under 100% truthful situation, but, like...
Hey, Erica, think about it this way. At least he borrowed the dog from a friend and didn't steal somebody else's dog to meet you.
It's a silver lining.
What a romantic.
Yeah, it is very sweet. It's
Yeah.
really, like, I've never had a guy go through this whole, like, backstory, and I've definitely never had a guy borrow a pet to meet me. I mean,
Well, Erica, would you like to go out with Marco again on a second date? We'll pay for it.
yeah, I would.
Yes.
Congratulations, Marco. You got a second date.
Awesome. Oh, my God, that's so great. I'm so happy.
Marco, don't go like borrow a friend's cat before the next date. Like, oh, I got a cat now, too.
I was thinking about bringing a ferret to dinner, but...
Moving 92.5.
Hey, it's Jubal from Brook and Jubal in the morning. Want to win up to $1,000 a day?
All you need is Moving 92.5's phrase that pays.
Moving 92.5 is Seattle's #1 for new hit music.
Win up to $1,000 every weekday, which I think is $1,000.
Starting with Brook and Jubal in the morning at 8 a.m., noon, 4, and 5.
That's 8, noon, 4, and 5.
I know you want up to $1,000, so you need to know Moving 92.5's phrase that pays.
Moving 92.5 is Seattle's #1 for new hit music.
If you're just joining us for the second date, we're talking to a super fan of the morning show. His name is Ryan, and he admits he was a little nervous to spend some time with us this morning. So before his call, he took something to help him relax. And, I mean, it's certainly been an interesting conversation.
Yeah. I mean, it definitely wasn't just a vitamin.
No. Yeah.
No.
We figured that out.
We haven't really learned much about his actual date with the girl he went out with, Justine, other than they went to a wine bar and talked about our show a lot. But he did mention the next day he sent her some links to a few of his favorite show segments, and after that, she really hasn't been responding.
Do you guys think we're the reason?
I mean, we have been before.
Yeah.
So
Wouldn't be the first time, so he wants to know the reason why she's been ghosting. Ryan, how you feeling?
Yeah, I'm feeling good.
yeah,
Okay.
bet you are. Sounds like it.
Did you double down on whatever you're taking?
Yeah, I just exhaled, man.
Oh,
Exhaled,
you exhaled.
attaboy.
Okay.
Ryan, are you sure you want to call her? I mean, you're gonna have to talk to her, and you're not in like a completely lucid state.
No, but I'm in the zone, though.
Okay.
Nice, yeah, he's used to this.
This is why he finds us funny. He's always like this.
Yeah, that's why.
We need you to just concentrate this
Yeah.
whole time, okay?
Okay.
If this goes well, we might need to send him an email to remind him that he got a successful second date, because he might totally forget. But, okay, I'm about to dial the phone number right now. You ready to do this?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
Okay.
Good luck. Here we go.
Hello,
Hi, is this Justine?
it is me. Yep.
Hi, Justine. My name's Jeffrey from the radio show Brooke and Jeffrey in the Morning.
No way.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
God.
You've been listening.
No
Yeah.
way. Is that you?
Yeah.
What? No way.
Yeah. Hi, Justine.
Oh, God.
Hi, guys.
Oh
Hey.
my God.
Why are you calling me?
Because
I
you're
love
awesome.
that.
Yeah. No reason. We're doing a segment on our show that we do from time to time here.
Oh my God! No way.
Yeah. Do you know which one I'm doing?
No.
Well,
Okay.
Want to tell me?
Yeah, I mean, we're doing the second date.
I love that one. I love that one.
Oh,
Okay. That's great.
fun.
That's good.
Okay, well, I'm
You guys,
guessing.
this is so no. I'm so completely obsessed with you guys.
I
Wait,
thought-
I'm sorry.
I love it.
For how long? How long have you loved us?
Well, basically for 5 days. You know, I went out with this guy.
That makes you one of our longest running fans, actually. So congratulations.
Yeah, I love like your loser line.
Okay.
Like, who are these people?
I know. Well, one of them is you now. You'll be featured.
I really do actually feel special about that.
Okay.
God.
Yeah. Justine, like, this is awesome. Like, we really appreciate that you're a fan, and thank you so much for listening. But we do need...
Thank you.
Thank you. We need to bring it back to the reason that we're calling you for the second date, because Ryan, the guy who sent you all those links, he's hoping to get back in touch with you. And he doesn't know why you've suddenly ghosted him.
Well, you guys, I'm like, it's totally embarrassing to say this, but it's kind of like I have a little crush with somebody else.
Oh, you met somebody else?
I totally have a crush on Jose.
Oh!
Our Jose?
Is he there?
Yeah, you said it with an accent. I don't speak Spanish. It's like, Jose.
Can I just say I love you? I totally have a girl crush on you.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, totally. And it's like I have been obsessed with your entire persona on these podcasts, like your Rolando voice.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Just do it for me now. Do the Rolando voice and eat it nachos.
I'm getting shy. You put me
Okay.
on the spot.
What? Come on,
Do
Jose.
it.
She's a fan.
You can talk to me in your sexy Rolando voice. We eat nachos together and drink margaritas.
That was pretty good.
This is really good.
Yeah.
Wait, but just because
Okay.
you have like a crush on Jose, why aren't you calling Ryan back?
Because if Ryan had the same personality and was as funny as Jose,
Oh, my gosh.
I would totally be into him, but he's not. I totally have like a girl crush on you. I feel like I'm in 5th grade.
I am glad, and I'm blushing for the first time in a while.
Yeah.
So thank you.
Me too. I'm dying. I'm like sweating. My hands are sweating. I'm like, oh my God.
Wow.
But hold on, we don't know each other. We don't even know if we live in the same state. Why would you not date another guy who you have met because you think another person's funny?
Yeah, Jose, I think we're forgetting that Ryan is actually on the line here.
That's true.
Yeah. Remember how these work, Justine? Ryan's on the other line listening.
She's only heard a couple.
Right, that's how this works.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, okay. And I'm assuming that Ryan has something to say about this. Ryan, are you there?
Jose, why are you moving in on my date, man?
No, bro. I'm not moving at all.
He was just a loyal fan, and then you come in and block him.
Yeah.
I'm not moving in on anybody, bro. I'm here to help you still, okay?
You've already talked to her. Like, you're asking her what state she's in and where she's living.
No.
I heard it too.
Yeah.
No,
He has a good point.
I didn't ask what state. I just said we probably don't even live in the same state.
Uh-huh.
I'm trying to help you here.
No, man, you're talking to her. I've been listening to you forever. I know when you're flirting with her totally.
Call him out.
Not at all.
He did have his calendar out. He was looking for open dates.
Oh my God.
Can you knock it off? Like, this is second date, not like steal my date.
Oh,
She's laughing.
yeah, I know. I hear Justine giggling
I
back
didn't
there.
say anything funny. She's giggling on her own.
Ryan, be nice here. Let's play nice. I said I have a crush on him and not you.
Oh my gosh, you're making this
My
worse
God.
for me.
We have a little morning show love triangle going on right
We
now.
don't.
I know.
It is not a triangle. It is a
You know-
straight line. There's 2 ends,
Okay,
not 3.
here's the thing about Jose, Justine, that a lot of people don't know. He truly is like kind-hearted, really wants a relationship, has been not very lucky in love, and this may turn it around for
No,
him.
that's not helping. I mean, that's sweet. Thank
I
you.
can tell that from his voice.
Yeah, very small package, too.
Very small. Extremely
You know what?
small.
He would make up for it in effort. He really
Yes.
would, I'm sure. I think you should pursue this.
I love that.
No,
Yes.
you guys, hold on. My co-host, stop doing what you're doing. I see what you're doing.
We're helping.
Which is
No,
right.
you're
You complain
digging.
all the time about not having dates.
Dude, you're digging a hole. I don't know her. She doesn't know me.
You're worried about never becoming a father?
I do want to be a father
I
someday.
love that. I love
Come on.
You always say love comes when you least expect it.
I know,
You
but
said-
I'm flattered, but no thank you.
What?
Dude, now you're messing everything up.
Just can't do anything right,
Oh,
Jose.
I want you guys to be in love. I want everyone to be in love.
Well, if you still want that, stop trying to make her laugh all the time, man.
I'm not trying. I just talk.
Jose.
I'm sorry.
I'm
just
just charming. I can't help
Yeah.
it. I mean,
comedian, dude.
Right.
I don't know. I'm not even saying anything funny.
You're a comedian who's just about to get punched in the mouth.
Wow, dude. See?
Piece of shit.
No, bro. No, now he's talking crap.
Ryan, the drugs have gone bad, okay? Go to sleep. You'll feel better tomorrow.
I'll give you tickets to a comedy show.
I'm going to feel better when my hands are around Jose's neck.
oh my God.
Hang up. Hang
That's
up
when I'll feel
right
better.
now.
All right,
Choke that motherfucker out.
The real question is, who are you going to ask for a second date?
I can't date her. I don't know her, guys.
Well-
I think that's
stranger.
I think that's up to Jeffrey.
Yeah, well,
No, it's not.
I-
It's up to me.
I think because Ryan is the one who asked us for help, I need to ask on his behalf first.
No.
Justine.
Oh my God, I look so bad.
I mean,
right
Ryan,
now.
look, I'm just going to be honest, Ryan. This isn't looking very good for you right now, but I'm still going to ask. Justine, would you like to go out on a date with Jose?
I don't know her.
We will not pay for that one. Ay, ay, ay.
I have nothing to do with this.
Muy caliente.
I cannot say yes. I don't know who she is. I don't know how many kids you have. I don't know what your job.
You've been with girls knowing much less than that, Jose. Let's be honest.
As if those things were important before.
We've got a guy on the phone for a second date. His name's Ryan. And apparently, Ryan's a big fan of the show.
Oh, cool. That's awesome, Ryan. Thank you.
And it's just kind of funny. Most of the time when people write in, they tell us about their dates and what happened, what they
Right.
liked about the person they were with. But Ryan didn't say a whole lot about his actual date. His
Okay.
email was mostly questions about our show and about us and what he likes about us. He's just a big fan. So,
Are
Ryan,
you just calling to meet him, or
Yeah, we're just trying to toot our own horns here.
he said he wanted a second date too. But Ryan, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you, guys. I'm a stan, not a fan.
Stan.
Oh my gosh!
That's-
If you guys don't know the Eminem reference, Stan, it's
Come
like
on.
a super
It's a new
fan.
it's a new like lingo. Like if you stand something, you know, like the Eminem song
No.
with the crazy fan who writes him letters and then ends up killing himself.
Sounds really fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I'm like,
If you
okay.
stand something, you were like obsessed with it.
Everybody says stan now. Everybody.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Oh,
know.
okay.
Jeffrey, God damn.
Tell us more about the woman that you want us to call today. What's her name?
Justine. Justine, yeah.
Did you
Just-
forget?
Yeah.
I may have taken something before I did this.
Wait,
oh my god!
you're on drugs?
Wait, what?
Hope he didn't take too much. He's like really standing. Like, what's
Dude, no wonder he's a fan of our show.
Yeah. So, can you focus a little bit? Tell us about your date with Justine.
Yeah, we did it on an app, a dating app.
Okay, that's how
Okay.
you met.
Yeah. Brooke, you didn't meet Michael on an app, right?
I didn't.
Apps were
no.
invented back then.
Michael's Brooke's
Shut
husband.
up, you guys. You guys suck. They were. No, I met my husband through work.
Which is like
Okay.
so old school.
Okay.
Yeah.
No,
Is
as
it
much
a
as I want to go
person?
into Brooke's relationship, I'd really like to focus a little bit on Justine.
Yeah.
And so you met her online.
Wait, is Alexis there?
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, she's
Oh,
here.
okay, just checking. I can hardly hear you.
No.
Oh my God, my Alexa just went off.
Oh, because you said Alexis.
I get that one
Okay.
a lot. Okay, back to Justine though.
Okay,
Yeah.
so anyway, yeah, we went to a wine bar,
Oh, wow, that's
and
fun.
we talked about you guys too.
How much?
Does she listen?
Well, it just came up naturally because somebody here loves wine.
Brooke.
That's me. Yes, I do. I mean, okay.
So anyway, she's a nurse. She's really cute,
Awesome.
and I do graphic design. So
Cool.
Ooh,
I'm
cool.
chill, and she's very what's the word? Like she's with it.
Yeah, she's a little bit more put together maybe than you.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
I didn't mean that in a mean way.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, just I have friends who are graphic designers and they're super chill too.
Sorry, guys. This is just the stuff talking.
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry.
The
Did-
stuff.
All right.
Can I ask, did you show up sober to your date with her?
Apologize. Yeah.
All right. Okay.
You were sober.
All right, so let's refocus once again. You're at the wine bar. You're talking about our show with Justine. How
Yeah.
did things go?
Yeah, we talked about stuff. We talked about traveling.
Okay.
I know, Brooke, you like to travel. We were talking about going to Thailand and like,
Brooke has been to Thailand.
Yeah.
what's so funny?
No, this
You're
is
kind
great.
of funny. You're all over the place.
Yeah.
We're following. We're following.
Okay. I mean, I could come over to the station and we could.
No, we're good, man.
Okay. So we went to the parking lot and I got her an Uber, and there was like a moment there where maybe I should have grabbed her and kissed her, but it was like I was too chill, so she just got in the car, and I texted her that evening.
That's a good move.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure she got home okay. I didn't hear back. And I know she arrived because Uber sent me a notification, but no notification coming from Justine.
Okay.
And then I might have overdone it on social media the next day, but, I don't know.
What does that mean?
What does that mean? You overdid it.
I sent her a bunch of links to your guys' program, the ones that are online.
Okay. So she wasn't a big listener before you.
No, but she said she loved it after I described it at dinner.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, but I wanted to actually give her the full, experience audio.
Okay.
Because me talking about it's not the same thing. Sorry, I'm not boring you guys.
No,
not at all.
This is good stuff.
I actually think that's a good thing because it shows that she likes your type of humor. Like if you like our show and she likes our show, then you guys mutually probably will find the same things funny.
Exactly, and that's my master plan.
Oh,
okay.
Step ahead.
But wait, so what happened after you sent her the stuff? She never wrote you back?
Nothing. Yeah, big time ghost.
Oh, so maybe she didn't like it.
Or maybe he sent so many links that she's just still listening to all of them.
yeah.
We have a lot of content.
She fell in love with us.
Could happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you thinking went wrong?
I have no idea. Maybe I talk too much. In general, talk too much about you guys'
I'm
show.
afraid you know a little bit more about Brooke than you do Justine.
That's a good
From your
point.
date.
Yeah.
You may know more about me than Alexis
Yeah,
does.
that's a good point. What is one thing that you liked about Justine?
I mean, she's like,
Yeah.
I don't know, guys. I mean, she was cute.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Well, you know what? Why don't we play a song? You can pop another one of whatever you're taking, and you can think about it, so you'll have something to talk about when we come back and we do your second date. Okay?
Yeah. Dope.
Dope. Okay.
Dope, man.
Pun intended.
I
All
like
right.
it.
Hold on.
Moving 92.5. Second date update.
You know, sometimes in the dating world, it can feel like there's little messages, like cosmic signs coming from the universe,
Okay.
guiding you to your destined path.
Is that how you go about dating?
Yeah.
This music.
Oh, right.
You know, it's like, OMG, I was just driving and then my car just broke down outside of a chapel. And I knew that was the universe telling me, you know what? I need to divorce my husband and start dating the pastor from this chapel.
That's a very
Why else would my car break down right there? It's the universe,
It's a
okay? The
very-
universe knows my dating life best.
very specific messaging from the universe.
Well, we have a guy named Connor on the phone today who also got a message from the universe.
Oh, please don't tell me you married a pastor.
Bro.
Connor, what's up?
Hey, what's going on, guys? How you doing?
Okay.
Good.
What was your sign, dude? I'm scared to
Yeah,
ask.
I'm scared to find out.
They don't
Connor-
believe in cosmic signs,
I
bro.
mean-
The one you just said is awful.
Connor, do you converse with the universe on the regular?
Yeah, I do love to pray. I'm a man of God.
Oh, that's
and,
sweet.
you open up
Okay.
your heart and you live with love. You never know what might happen, so you
Oh,
got to be
aren't
open
you
to
a
it.
catch?
That's awesome.
Oh, okay. The guy says, I believe in God, and all of a sudden you're like, oh my God, you're a sweetheart. Meanwhile, I'm crazy over here talking about signs from the universe. You're a hypocrite.
He's trying to
Because
marry
you're
a pastor.
divorcing someone based on a car breaking down, and he's trying to live with
That's
love.
God
Jeffrey.
telling you. God's stepping in.
He's trying to live
Connor
with
gets
love.
me.
Yeah, just right. Once you say God, it makes complete
Yeah,
sense.
no argument there. But sorry, Connor. Go ahead.
No worries.
Connor is so chill.
Yeah, I think you just live with love, my man. It'll come.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's good encouragement, Connor. Who did you meet?
Well, I met Erin, and I met her on Christian Singles, so I guess that might be the sign he's referring to, as we were both on the Christian Singles dating app.
I don't think that's a sign. I think that's just an algorithm working correctly to match you up with
Yeah.
someone.
Again, I'm not blind to that, but I think just since we're both on that platform, I guess we would have the same beliefs in general. So you're kind of having a smaller pond to fish in, I guess you could say.
Okay.
But the funny thing is, this isn't the first time we matched on that app. So about a year ago, me and the same girl, we matched and we started talking, and we wanted to meet up, and then she actually ghosted me. Yeah, I don't really know why. She just kind of stopped talking to me.
That's not very Christian.
Yeah, not
Is it-
Christian of her at all.
Is it if it's on a Christian dating app? Is it angeling you instead of ghosting?
I love it.
That's a good one. You might have to copyright that one, sell it to them. But you get that. Like, it happens all the time on these apps.
Yeah.
So a year later, I took some new photos. Spruced up the profile a little bit, and we ended up matching again. So I called her out. I was like, "Oh, so you came crawling back to me," and I reminded her that we matched last year. She remembered and felt super embarrassed.
See, that was more of the sign from the universe that I was talking about, the double matching. When you match twice, I feel like that's the universe telling you something special is here.
No, it's God telling you, remember.
Well, whatever.
Same difference.
Something's telling you something.
Yeah.
I feel like God would be smart enough to help the algorithms out and lead us to the right path. Hopefully. So.
Wait, did she take it in stride, though? I mean, you said she was a little embarrassed about that.
Yeah, but it was cool. Now, we laughed about it. But she actually wanted to meet up this time. So we were talking about what we wanted to do. In her pictures, she's really fit, takes care of her body. So I didn't really know. I mean,
Not that a good Christian man would care about that, now would he?
well, I didn't know what she might want to eat. So I'm not that smart, I guess. I thought she was vegetarian because she was so in shape. So I suggested a vegetarian place, and then she replied, she's like, "Gross, that's disgusting. If you're a vegetarian, I don't think this is going to work."
Oh, nice, though.
Yeah, it's another sign. So what did you guys end up doing?
So we actually ended up going to a barbecue joint, so that was the complete opposite.
There you go. That's reading the signs correctly. You're getting it, Connor.
Exactly. So dinner was great. I got the ribs. She got a chicken dinner, and everything was really good, but she wanted to try mine. And I was like, yeah, of course, have a rib or two. And I share my plate with her, and she's mowing down my ribs. I mean, we just watched, the 4th of July hot dog eating contest. I mean, she's going for the world record of a rack of ribs.
Oh.
Now, wait,
Dipping
hold
them
on.
in water and just sucking
Was
them
this
down.
sexy to you, or was this gross? Because, I mean, there's two different types
True.
of guys and how they would read that.
In the moment, I was wicked hungry, right? I was like, slow down. I was like, easy there.
Can I have a bite?
Eventually I was just like, hey, could you stop and let me have some of my dinner?
Did she laugh, or would...
She kept apologizing, but we were laughing about it. And then I made some jokes about how, there's no way I'm going to share a dessert with her.
That's actually good, though. That's
pretty funny.
So overall, I thought it was awesome. At the end of the night, there was a pretty passionate kiss. I think I got a little riblet out of her teeth.
Come on.
Dude.
You flossing her teeth with your tongue?
Yeah, you didn't get to enjoy the dinner there, so I got it a little later.
Yeah, a little second meal in there. That's nice.
You did not say that to her after you were done kissing her, did you?
That's not
No, I didn't.
Okay.
Good.
Because
Yeah.
that really just turned me off.
So, but overall, I thought it went well. I thought it was 100% chance we would get to have a second date. But since then, I haven't spoken to her. And I thought it went really, really well. So I'm just trying to figure out what went on. So that's why I'm here.
What do you think could possibly be the reason that she's not calling back?
I don't know. Maybe she was mad about me not letting her eat all the ribs. But we were joking. Everything seemed fun. It all seemed kosher to me. So
Did you ever find out the reason she ghosted you the first time a year ago?
no. I mean, that was just online. So I feel like that's pretty standard. Just sometimes just stop talking.
Yeah.
Well, here's what we're going to do. We're going to play a song for you, Connor. It's just for you, by the way. No one else is allowed to listen, just Connor.
Everyone turn your radios down.
Yeah, but when we're done with the song, we're going to come back. We'll call Aaron for you, and we'll get you your second date update, okay?
All right, sounds good.
All right. If you're just tuning in for the second date update, we're on the phone with a good Christian man named Connor.
Yes.
So I think before we continue any further, we should probably bless this phone call.
You can't.
Connor, would you like to say grace over this call? Because I'm Jewish. I don't know how it works.
Sure. I think we can all come together.
All right. Do we close our eyes and hold hands? Let's just do it.
I'm Catholic.
All right.
We don't do this stuff.
We can do it. We can do it. All right. Let's all take a deep breath.
Okay.
And just thank our Heavenly Father for bringing us together today in the quest of real love and friendship. We realize that there are ups and downs and misunderstandings and opportunities to just keep getting better and lead our lives with love and lead our lives with truth.
All right, Connor,
Amen.
I don't want to interrupt, but we got to wrap this up.
Yeah.
Can you do the abbreviated version of the prayer?
Oh, I wrapped it up. That was it, baby.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think we're supposed to say, you're Jewish, you say amen at the end.
Amen.
Hashtag hotties for God.
Yeah.
No, you do not hashtag prayer.
No, you don't?
I kind of like it.
I don't know how
I'm
this Christian
unopposed.
thing works.
Hey, coming to the new
Anyway.
millennial.
Oh my gosh.
Well, if you're just tuning in, Connor is trying to get a hold of a woman he met on Christian single named Erin. They went out to get barbecue together, had a really good time. They swapped dishes, and then at the end of the night, they even shared a very saucy, no pun intended, kiss.
Yeah, a lot more swapping there.
Yeah, barbecue saucy kiss. And it was really great, but now Erin has not been reaching out to Connor since then, and we're trying to figure out why.
And remember, they matched a year ago, and she ghosted him then, too. So this is the second ghosting by the same woman.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're right, actually.
Oh, what was that, Connor? Did you...
I'm hungry from the barbecue.
Interesting reaction to hearing that.
All right, well,
I feel
let's
like
just
that's a deflection.
Stay focused for a few more minutes, Connor, okay? Because we're going to call her right now, and then you can go order barbecue.
All right, let's do it.
All right, I'm going to dial the number. Here we go.
Hello,
Hi, can I speak to Erin, please?
this is Erin.
Hi, Erin. How are you doing? My name's Jeffrey from the radio show Brooke and Jeffrey in the Morning.
Hi.
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 You have a moment to talk with us?
What's up? What's happening?
Not much. We're just doing a little segment that we do all the time on our show called the Second Date Update. It's where if you go out on a date with someone and afterwards you're not calling them back, you can reach out to us and we'll call that person for you to figure out the reason why.
Okay.
And we're reaching out to you today because you recently went on a date with a guy named Connor.
Oh, yeah. That's not going to happen, so no need.
Really?
Yeah, no need.
Why would you not just call him back and tell him why or something?
I am just not interested because
the way that Connor described it to us, he said a very nice story about how you matched on Christian Singles and that you had actually matched a year before then. So it was kind of like, it felt like it was meant to be. Okay.
Someone read that sign differently.
Yeah. Well, he said that you guys eventually went to a barbecue place together and it even ended with a very passionate, smoky barbecue flavored kiss. So did I get any of that wrong or what did I miss?
Well, I mean, that was all accurate, but there is something that he doesn't know that happened after the date that really just made me like, nope.
It happened after the date?
Yeah.
Did he do something or did you find something out about him?
Yeah. Well, both. I saw him after the date.
What do you mean you saw him?
Well, we were going out of the parking lot, going kind of like the same way.
Okay.
So I was like right behind him. He didn't notice me or anything.
Okay.
And I saw him like put on his blinker, and I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't have done this part, but I just started to follow him because.
Oh no.
He was going in a different direction, like from where he said he lived. So I was.
Well, maybe he just needed to get gas for his car.
Or maybe it's not your, it's one date. It's none of your business where he's going. And maybe the best thing.
Well, I mean, at that point it was harmless. I was just like curious. So anyway, I followed him, and first he pulled up to an ATM.
Okay.
But then he gets back in his car and he like drives a block and pulls into this parking lot for a gentleman's club.
Okay.
And then he goes inside.
Okay.
So wait, are you against strippers?
Yeah, what?
Or are you just not liking it that it happened after your date?
I just thought, like, how classless and weird. Right after a date with me, he goes there to, like, get his jollies or something. That was just, like, just freaked me out.
It's a little strange after a first date to go to a strip club, I think.
I mean, he said you guys shared a pretty passionate kiss at the end of the night, so maybe you riled him up a little bit.
Oh, it's her fault.
Okay, unacceptable.
I mean, is there any way there could be an explanation as to why he's there? Like his mom works there as a bartender or something? Yeah.
That would be the worst possible source. But anyway, the worst part of it all, the next day I'm driving, like, because it's kind of on my way back and forth from my house past this gentleman's club, and his car is still in the parking lot.
Okay, but you're stalking him at this point.
No, I was just driving past because that's my route.
Okay.
But there's this car, and like, I don't know. I mean, obviously he got wasted and like Ubered home or something, or went home with someone. I don't know. It's just all of it too sketchy.
Well, I mean, there could be. I mean, I know it's maybe out of the realm of possibility, but there could be an explanation for this.
What could that possibly be?
I wonder the same thing, and I think that's why I should probably tell you at this point. Connor's been on the other line listening, and he's heard everything that you said. So let's just ask him. Connor.
Yeah.
You naughty little Christian boy. What were you doing?
It's always those ones, isn't it?
And go into very, very, very great detail when you tell us.
Sure. I mean,
my gosh.
first off, I mean, I'm just a little taken back that you were keeping tabs on me. I don't know if I should be alarmed or flattered, but
neither.
So when we were on our date, as it was winding down, I was getting text messages from my friend and people who I also don't know on my friend's phone. So my friend, as a Lord-loving man himself, has some vices, and his vice seems to be the club with the dollar bills. And he went to the club after a couple drinks, didn't have the right amount of funds, and started getting lap dances on credit. As we all know, that's probably not a good idea in general.
I didn't know that was a thing.
What, you can do that?
I'm going to the strip club now.
Wait.
I don't think it is a thing because I started getting calls from the club bouncer that they were going to take this guy out back and you know, teach him a lesson.
Well, the club bouncer has your phone number, and you certainly seem to know a lot about how things work in there, so it sounds like you're a regular.
Come on, be honest, Connor. You can't be
Jeffrey and Brooke, you guys didn't hear the story.
Oh, okay,
They were
sorry.
calling me from my friend's phone. So my friend's drunk. He owes a couple grand of backroom dances. They're calling me, and they're saying, hey, like, if you want to come get your boy and bail him out or else. So I didn't want to let my friend go down that road and get his, beat up and get hurt. So I went over there. I got some money. I went. I got him out there. I didn't want to leave his car there because they were going to probably mess up his car if he left it overnight. So I decided to drive his car home,
That makes sense.
and I got him out of there.
Do you believe him?
I don't know, but it just sounds like you're covering up something to me. That's just what it sounds like.
As a God-fearing Christian man, it's hard to cover up the truth. So I got to put it out there, and I guess we can all make our final decisions. I feel like the lies in the specifics. I mean, how specific can you get? I can show you the text messages of this guy pounding me for money.
He wouldn't offer
Okay,
that.
here's where my issue lies, though. Why are you so defensive about it if it's all the truth?
Because I don't want to ruin a fun relationship. We had a great time. Like, I want to go out on a second date. I like this person. Why? So now I'm going to lose it over something that I thought might be in years future. Hopefully my friend will look back and say, "Wow, my buddy bailed me out. Like, I thought I did the right thing."
You did, bro. You did the right thing.
What are you thinking, Aaron? After hearing that description, I mean,
That's pretty good, Aaron.
I'm inclined to believe him.
I don't even know.
Come on, it's worth a second chance. Isn't that what they teach in the Bible? Like multiple chances or
Yeah.
something, forgiveness?
So at this point, Aaron, I would like to ask you if you would be interested in going on another date with Connor. We will pay for it.
Do it. What do you have to lose?
Oh my gosh. All right, fine.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
And remember, if you want a second date update, all you have to do is email us, brookandjubal@moving925.com. We will get a hold of the person that has blown you off and ask them why, and hopefully things will become very awkward.
Well, sometimes it ends well.
Yeah.
Sometimes it does.
It does sometimes. We've got Faith on the phone right now. Faith emailed us about a guy named Cole who you met on a dating website, Faith?
Yeah. Have you gone on a lot of dates from that website?
A couple, but this was the first one that I actually enjoyed, where I actually liked the guy,
Have you met a lot of weirdos?
Luckily I haven't had any experiences with that, but I've heard a lot of bad ones.
Yeah.
Tell us about your date. What'd you guys do?
We met up for happy hour. We decided to do a low-key sort of thing.
Okay.
And I actually felt like he liked me, I liked him. It was going really well.
Any awkward moments at all?
Some of my friends actually came, and some of his friends came. So
Uh-huh.
I think we enjoyed the happy hour a little bit too much. We did.
You drank too much is what you're saying.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, like, from what I remember.
From what I remember.
So
Okay.
you got hammered at happy hour.
Maybe I forgot to eat my lunch that day.
Okay. All right, sure.
Was he drunk?
I mean, we all were having a really good time. I mean, with $5 margaritas, it can easily happen.
Oh, yeah, it can.
Well,
talking about it.
Faith, how did the date end? How did you get home if you were both drunk?
I mean, I got home fine.
Did you share a kiss?
I think so.
Oh, no.
So this is less of a second date update and more of a, hey, can you help me retrace my night?
Oh, no.
Is there any...
I mean, like, we had a nice time. There was a kiss involved.
All right.
Like, I do recall that. But, like, I haven't heard from him.
Have you tried to get a hold of him?
A little bit, but, like, I don't want to be that girl who's, like, desperate to, you know? It's like, I don't play that way. It's like, if you're interested, you're going to contact me, so I'm not going to be that desperate girl, you know?
Okay. Well, we'll get him on the phone and ask him why he hasn't called you.
Stay sober until then.
Or don't. It could make the phone call more fun. Like, however you want to handle it is fine. But we're going to get him on the phone right after this, okay?
Okay, sounds good.
All right, hold on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
All right, Faith is on the phone. She met a guy named Cole online. Met him at happy hour.
Mm-hmm.
Her friends showed up. His friends showed up. She got wasted.
Yeah.
Right, Faith?
Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, it happens. Don't worry about it. All right, we're going to call Cole, the guy that you went out with right now, see if we can get him on the phone and ask him what happened that night and why he hasn't called you back, basically, because you don't really remember parting ways with him, right?
Yeah, it's buggy.
Okay, you remember that he kissed you and he said that he had a good time. Or slurred it.
Right.
You're not sure which.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll call him right now. Feel free to jump in on the phone whenever you want to.
Okay.
Hello?
Hey, can I speak to Cole, please?
Yeah, this is him.
Cole, what's up, man? How are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. I'm moving 92.5.
Hi.
Hey. Are you familiar with our show and our radio station at all?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's up?
Well, I'm calling because I wanted to talk to you about a girl named Faith that you went out on a date with.
Oh, my God.
Oh, I know.
You guys had a little bit to drink on your date.
Yeah.
Have you heard?
She had a little bit.
Okay.
More than, well, yeah.
Have you heard the second date updates before, Cole?
Yes.
Okay.
So I guess you know now that's what this is. Faith emailed us and asked us to call you. And I suppose, I normally don't do this, but I suppose you already know, since you know how the second date updates work, that Faith is on the phone. Faith?
Yeah, hi.
Why don't you ask him yourself why he didn't call you back?
Okay. So yeah, what's the deal? I haven't heard from you in like a week, and I thought we had a fun time.
Just make this as awkward as possible.
Yeah, tell me about it.
It's not awkward. It's just like, hey, dude, what's up? We had fun. Let's do it again.
Yeah, we did. Yeah. It was great fun until you got really drunk and you started doing your little dance moves that you did as a kid.
What does that even mean?
You don't remember that?
I mean, sure, we were dancing, but what do you mean?
What did she do?
Oh my God! Well, she started out slow. She started with a waltz.
What?
The waltz.
So like formal
Yeah.
ballroom dancing.
Drunken?
And then I believe it went into the salsa. And then the tango.
Okay.
And then you're trying to get me to do this with you.
How long did her
And then-
performance last?
Oh my God! Yeah, like I don't even know.
First of all,
Ridiculous.
Faith, real quick, do you remember dancing at all?
I mean, I remember dancing. I didn't know I did the tango and
Okay.
the salsa.
Cole, I'm a little confused. So, were you guys dancing together and she just was a horrible dancer, or she just started doing dance moves and wanting you to do them? I don't get it. Explain to me what happened.
No, she just started doing these dance moves. You you told me you did this when you were like 5, and then now you're starting to do, like...
Yeah. Cole, that's what I was going to ask you. You said little kid dance moves. So was she like, oh, I used to dance when I was a kid, and then wanted to show you them or something?
Yeah, and it was like... Yeah, it was really kind of embarrassing, actually.
Cole, if
Like-
she...
Wait, okay, so it was embarrassing for you, so that's the only reason? Like, it's not like there was anything inherently wrong with me. You're just upset that I'm
No,
great.
you're a great girl, but, like, if you get too drunk next time, if there is a next time, like, what else is going to come out? Is Mr. Rogers going to show up, or Sesame Street? Like,
Cole, if she had been doing the ridiculous dance moves sober, would it have embarrassed you?
probably.
I don't see the big deal. I mean,
Me
I
either.
pull out some tap
definitely
moves down the grocery store aisle probably once a week.
You
but
couldn't see how it just makes her kind of like a free spirit?
Yeah, I mean...
Yeah,
it
sure,
sounds
I guess.
At the end of the day, it sounds like what Brooke said. You just got annoyed with a drunk girl, or with a drunk person. Like if you're not that drunk around drunk people, it is terrible. And I can tell you that from excuse because I've been sober once around drunk people, and that's the last time I'll do it. So
One time.
It also
Yeah.
sounds like he's really concerned about what other people think. Like he was very humiliated by this performance.
She's in the middle of the dance floor, and everybody's watching her do it.
okay,
I mean, laughing. Nobody wanted a foxtrot with her.
I just can't believe she's taking those kind of dance lessons at 5. How cute is that?
so okay. I mean, I guess that's pretty much it. Faith is he just didn't
Yeah.
like your dance moves.
You know what? Yeah, it's okay. It's fine. He can't handle it.
Okay.
That's right.
He can't handle these dance moves.
You will bring that foxtrot to somebody else's house, all right?
Exactly.
In the second date updates, we always ask if you guys want to go out again. We will pay for you guys to go out on a second date.
You can't laugh or joke, and I don't want to go out with somebody like that, so definitely not.
Okay.
No, I can laugh and joke, but that was atrocious.
Cole, come on.
Hey,
Hey,
I
it's it.
danced since I was 3. My waltz is pretty nice, and I know it.
All right. Well, Cole, thank you very much, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you.
Yep. And Faith, you got your answer.
Yes, I did.
You just didn't want to hang out with a drunk dancing girl.
Hey.
I, however, would love to hang out with a drunk dancing girl. Yeah, absolutely.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.